Good evening, this is Brass Tacks, I'm Zaka Jacob. If you're wondering what is wrong with your television, well, don't touch that remote. Your TV is just fine. This is how Delhi would have felt like this morning. This is what Delhiites woke up to this morning. A huge pall of smog all around Delhi and the national capital region. And you know what? It's not just today, or it's not just this year. It is the same story every single year. At the start of winter, there is a thick smog around the national capital region. For the last 1 week, all we've seen is politicians bickering, blame games and jibes across all quarters, and not an iota of relief for Delhiites. But today, the Delhi government finally stepped in. It's decided to implement what is stage 4 of the Greater Response Action Plan. But is it enough? Shouldn't this have come into play last week or the week before that, before stubble burning started, and not now when the problem is neck deep? But before we get to that, the story of the day.
I am standing at the tallest building of the national capital, which is Civic Center, and at a time when air quality index in the national capital is going beyond 500, I am showing you visuals from elevation point of more than 102 meters. There you can see the old Delhi, which is visible in normal days from this particular place. But as of now, you cannot see any of the famous monuments which are generally visible.
Those are the scenes every Delhiite wakes up to every single day. The onset of winter, much like every single year, is a smoggy beginning. Extremely poor visibility, air that burns your eyes and itches your throat. Unfortunately, waiting rooms in hospitals across the capital are witnessing a surge.
Right now, we are reporting from inside the LNJP hospital, and you can see the surge of patients over here. They all have, in fact, been complaining of a respiratory problem, of breathlessness, of headache. We'll speak to some of them. आपको प्रदूषण से हो रहा है प्रॉब्लम? दिक्कत हो रही है प्रदूषण जितना बाहर है?
दिक्कत है।
क्या दिक्कत हो रहा है?
मतलब जैसे कि सांस लेने में दिक्कत आती है थोड़ी बहुत, जैसे उम्र के हिसाब से।
ज़रा सी पोल्यूशन होती है तो मुझे नज़ला हो जाता है फौरन, क्या नाम, और सांस फूलने लगता है।
It's a public health emergency in Delhi NCR, and it should be treated so. That has prompted the Delhi government to swing into action and implement stage 4 of its pollution action plan. Schools will be partially shut. It's no entry for all diesel commercial vehicles. 50% of Delhi government employees will go back to working from home, and the odd even policy is under consideration.
मेजर निर्णय लिया गया है कि दिल्ली के अंदर जो ट्रक्स हैं, एसेंशियल सर्विस और सीएनजी और इलेक्ट्रिक, इनके अलावा बाकी पे बैन लगाया जा रहा है.
But while Delhi partially shuts down, Punjab continues to witness an increase in farm fires. As the Chief Minister's district leads in contributing the maximum to the crisis, Arvind Kejriwal today struck a reconciliatory note. No patting his government's back this time, calling for consensus. Today, the Delhi Chief Minister accepted blame.
पंजाब में और दिल्ली में हमारी सरकार है. ये वक्त फिंगर पॉइंटिंग का नहीं है, उससे समाधान नहीं निकलता. हम इसकी जिम्मेदारी लेते हैं कि पंजाब में अगर पराली जल रही है, जब अब लगे हुए हैं इस पे, अगले साल तक पराली के जलने का इंसिडेंस काफ़ी कम होगा. तो दिल्ली में कल से हम प्राइमरी स्कूल्स बंद कर रहे हैं, प्राइमरी क्लासेस बंद कर रहे हैं.
Stubble burning continues unabated in Punjab, even as Haryana has managed to record a 30% drop in farm fires in just the last 1 year, and the centre is keeping up the heat.
केंद्र ने 3,138 करोड़ रुपया दिया है. अभी 5-6 दिन पहले ही सभी राज्यों के साथ बैठक की है, और भी कोई चर्चा करना चाहे तो केंद्र सरकार की ओर से आमंत्रित है.
The air in the national capital region is unbreathable, and the politics nauseating. Steps taken leave many wanting. So then, are these measures belated, and have politicians let down the people of Delhi? Bureau Report, CNN News 18.
All right, on the talking point this evening here on Brass Tacks, Shehzad Poonawalla here in our studios, BJP National Spokesperson, Adil Singh Boparai, Spokesperson of the Congress Party, Reena Gupta, Spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Dr. Raju Vyas is Director of Cardiac Science at the Fortis Hospital, and Vivek Chattopadhyay is Senior Program Manager at Clean Air and Sustainable Mobility at the Centre for Science and Environment. Shehzad Poonawalla, let me start with you first. You had both the Chief Ministers of Delhi and Punjab today come out and address the press and say that basically this is not just a Delhi problem or a Punjab problem, this is a pan-North India problem. So the central government should intervene. The Prime Minister should call a meeting of all North Indian state governments.
You know, I want to fold my hands and request the governments in power in Delhi and Punjab that this pollution is not an issue of politics, it's an issue of people. And today, rather than blame people, blame others, blame center, blame Kisan, blame Diwali, let us see what we have done and take responsibility. As a representative of the BJP, which runs a government in the center, I will tell you what I have done, and then I will raise 3 questions to seek accountability of the governments in Punjab and Delhi. As central government, we have given 1300 odd crores to Punjab, lion's share, not even that much money was given to Haryana, 1,20,000 machines to specifically deal with Parali. 11,000 of those machines are missing. We don't know where they are, they will tell us. But having said that, for Delhi, because the main causes of pollution in Delhi are not Punjab's Parali burning, which may happen for 15-20 days, or Diwali, which happens for one day. It is the industrial pollution, it is the road dust, and it is the vehicular pollution. For vehicular pollution, we gave metro, we gave Eastern and Western Peripheral Expressway, which allowed 60,000 trucks to go out of Delhi, and Mr. Kejriwal is on record thanking the PM for it. We've put the shift to CNG. We've come up with Grab. Grab 4 was implemented yesterday, and therefore schools should have been shut long back, but it wasn't done. And apart from that, we have also asked them that, look, what have you done for the road dust? You said in 2015 manifesto, we will buy these super vacuum cleaners. How many vacuum cleaners has she purchased? Has Aam Aadmi Party purchased? Question number 1.
Okay.
Question number 2, how many DTC buses, not cluster, this, that and the other, how many DTC buses did you purchase in order to augment the public transport? Point number 3, how many industries, I need the number, were shut down for pollution in the last 8 years in Delhi? And point number 4, once upon a time, Mr. Kejriwal used to blame Punjab's Parali as the sole problem. It's on record for the pollution in Delhi. And he gave 2 or 3 solutions. One, the biodecomposer, on which 27 crores have been spent on advertisement. What happened about that biodecomposer? 2, he said that those machines will cut it off, and then those entire Parali will be sold to factories which will convert it into coal, and they will pay 1,000 rupees per acre. What have you done? Because Haryana has implemented a model where they have been able to successfully reduce the Parali burning.
No, so let me ask
Punjab?
Reena Gupta, today after almost 3 or 4 days back to back of bad air days, where AQI was about 400, about 500, today grade 4 of the GRAP has been implemented. Why weren't you doing this last week? Why weren't Delhiites made ready for this pollution season? And also the question that Shehzad asked, till last year you were saying Parali burning is the single biggest reason. Today you're in power in Punjab as well. What have you done?
So Zaka, as Mr. Kejriwal said today, and as any expert on pollution will tell you, that right now the whole of North India, whether it's the states ruled by Bharatiya Janata Party or the states ruled by Aam Aadmi Party, all of them are going through severe pollution crisis. Whether it's Moradabad, Bulandshahr, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Greater Noida, Gurugram, Bahadurgarh, Sonipat, all of these are either in severe or very poor category. So this is a problem of the Indo-Gangetic plain, and as we have said time and again, that it is not as if one can create a wall around Delhi and protect the citizens of Delhi. The air in Gurugram or the air in Noida is no better than the air in Delhi. Who can bring everybody together? It is solely the union government that can bring everybody together, which is what we had been requesting from July itself, that please bring all the North Indian states together. Let's agree and have a winter action plan. Delhi is the only state that has a winter action plan. No other state has a winter action plan.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a very specific question. One second. Very specific question about, very specific question. Ma'am, the point is, you have to understand how angry Delhiites are. You have been in power for the last 7 years in Delhi. Can you please give me one good reason, Reena Gupta, why you have failed the people of Delhi on the question of pollution? Every year we hear ad hominem from, the Delhi government that humne ye kar diya, humne wo kar diya. The problem is not going, ma'am. Aapne aakhir kya kiya?
Zaka, 69% of the air pollution in Delhi originates from NCR region. You have to understand, these are technical issues. 69% comes from the NCR region, and the gentleman from CSE will vouch for this. It is a study that CSE did last year, where they said that 69% of PM 2.5 in Delhi originates from the area surrounding Delhi. As far as Delhi is concerned, we are the only state in the whole country where all our industry runs on clean fuel. Dhaka, because we are so strict on industry, what has happened? The industry has moved to neighboring Haryana, where no conditions are checked and they can use any kind of fuel. But industry moves to Haryana, Delhi loses its revenue. However, the air in Delhi doesn't get clean because the industries from Haryana, from Saibabad, from Ghaziabad, they continue to pollute
Ma'am,
the
till
Delhi's
till
air.
last year it was parali burning farmers of Punjab. Now you're saying industries in Haryana. I don't know. I don't know. How long you can keep blaming. You can keep blaming. Yeah, Kejriwal said till the Punjab election this February. Last winter he said parali burning is the single biggest reason.
May I just very quickly,
Okay,
because
10
it's a
seconds.
point of fact.
10
It's a
seconds,
point
yeah.
of fact, and I think we should be allowed to say one at a time. Experts are waiting, including my friend from Congress. Mr. Kejriwal on record, Times of India. Stubble burning in Punjab solely responsible for rising Delhi pollution. He didn't mention industries in Saibabad, Ghaziabad, Falana, Dimkana, NCR, etc. And now your colleague Mr. Nikhil did an interview with the Punjab Agriculture Minister.
Yeah.
While we are saying that for Parali, which is responsible for 10-15 days, that is responsible, the Punjab Agriculture Minister basically says Kejriwal is a liar by saying that Punjab's Parali is not to blame at all. What is your stand, ma'am? And ma'am, forget everything else. 8 years you are in power in Delhi. I am humbly requesting you, कितने road dust को cleaning करवाने के लिए आपने vacuum cleaner खरीदे, आंकड़ा बता दो. How many industries you shut down in the last 8 years? आंकड़ा बता दीजिए. और vehicular pollution के लिए जैसे मैंने कुछ कदम बताए वो कदम बता दीजिए.
Okay, yeah, Reena, respond, and then I need to go to the other guests as well.
I am responding.
Yeah.
First of all, Shehzad Poonawalla does not understand how Delhi works. Road cleaning in Delhi is solely a responsibility of MCD, which is with Bharatiya Janata Party. And Shehzad Poonawalla should tell me what has happened to all the 10,000 crore which has been transferred to MCD to buy those road cleaning machines. That money has gone into the pockets of the Bharatiya Janata Party councillor. So road cleaning is solely a responsibility of MCD. He should get it fact correct.
Okay.
No, Zaka, just give me one second.
One second. I want to go to others also.
Just give me
I want to go to the others also. Please, Reena, hold on. No, I'll come back to you. Reena, hold on. Shehzad, hold on. Let me go to Adil Boparai, please. Adil Boparai. Fact of the matter is, even when Sheila Dikshit was in power, maybe it wasn't this bad. Of course, the vehicular traffic in Delhi has gone up manifold since those years. So has construction, and so has parali burning. Let's absolutely not take away any this thing from the fact that stubble burning is a singular big reason for this bad air at this time of the year. I want to ask you, what is it that political parties like yourselves are doing? Because Delhiites are hearing the same old broken record, whether it is BJP in power or Congress in power or Aam Aadmi Party in power. None of you all are able to fix this problem.
Zaka Saab, thank you so much for not going back to Pandit Nehru. But now coming to the issue.
That's not my specialty.
The time for platitudes is over. Long and short, the time for platitudes is over. Delhi is choking. And Delhi is choking because of the criminal negligence of the central government and the Aam Aadmi Party government. You have a union environment ministry for a reason. The central government cannot shrug its responsibility of issues which have interstate ramifications. Similarly, Mr. Kejriwal's government is in Delhi and Punjab. So therefore, he must own responsibility, not just own responsibility, but address the problem. I think that is the more critical part here. Having said this, you have the AAP Supremo who is busy and now become adept in theatrics. And you have an arrogant central BJP government which has stopped caring about governance. Now, what is the end result? A person on the street is not interested in a squabble between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Nor am I. I'm also staying in Delhi. I'm interested because I am literally breathing poisonous air. It is the citizen who languishes. The need of the hour is that both these governments must come together. To a limited extent, the central government must take the lead. And the Aam Aadmi Party, which constantly evades responsibility, which is constantly passing the buck on almost every issue. What have people elected them for? What have people elected these governments for? To govern. These governments have not been elected to give advertisements to news channels. and to create a larger than life image for themselves and their leaders.
Okay.
These governments have been elected to govern.
Okay. Let me go to Vivek
discharge their
Chattopadhyay
obligation
and to
under the
Dr. Vyas.
Constitution.
They've both been very patiently waiting. Vivek Chattopadhyay, as the expert, as the environmentalist on this panel, as the environmental scientist who knows, what are the reasons, and no one's taking away one reason over the other. Of course, stubble burning is an important reason, road dust is an important reason, construction is an important reason, vehicular traffic. But the fact of the matter is, we know all of this, and we've been hearing about this for the last 7 or 8 years. No one seems to be able to do a thing about it, or no one seems intent to do something about it. What needs to be done on an express emergency basis here in Delhi to fix this problem? At least, hopefully next year, next winter, we'll have a slightly better AQI to live with.
One of the major things that we have to do, that since we are every time we see that states are shunning the responsibility, blaming each other, I think we have to come together to bring all the states together to come under a law that air quality is a shared resource and every state has to take the responsibility. I don't buy the argument that Delhi is getting only 60% or 70% of the pollution from outside. I just give you an example. The study done by Terry and ARAI says that Noida and Greater Noida get 40% of Delhi's pollution. So all the cities are in upwind or downwind of another city. Okay. So we are sharing this air resource, and unless until all of us together deal with the issue properly with thorough research, and research is available. It's not that 10 years ago we didn't have the data. Now we have the data of pollution sources. We know where the pollution sources are.
So what would be the top 3 things?
Even we can deploy more science.
Dr. Chattopadhyay, what would be the top 3 things, if someone were to ask you for your recommendations, the top 3 things that need to be done to fix this problem? What would those be?
See, one has to be, in order to take winter has to be different. We have to begin the actions since the beginning of the year. Farm fire and farm practices cannot be changed overnight. Okay, that is a long-term issue. But definitely there has to be infrastructure to be developed in order to reduce the farm fire. But immediately, to have a breathing space in Delhi, we have to stop and identify highly polluting activities. For example, trucks and diesel vehicles have been identified. We have to identify solutions if odd and even can be implemented. Garbage burning has to be a totally no-go in Delhi and NCR region. We can't blame farmers for that. We are doing it within our own city. Landfill sites should not burn. Similar kind of issues. Like Delhi and NCR has to set an example that we can do it better. And the Delhi should not be seen in isolation. That is my request.
No, which is what I asked Reena Gupta as well. Why are you implementing grade 4 of GRAP after 4 days of bad air? You should have implemented grade 4 of GRAP last week or the week before that. Today, the Environment Minister of Delhi comes and says diesel trucks will be banned from entering Delhi, or cars that are any less than BS6 will not be allowed to ply in Delhi. Why now? After 4 days of 500 AQI. That's what I asked you, ma'am.
Zaka, I need to maybe educate you all also. Central Air Quality Commission, which comes under the central government, decides what stage of GRAP is to be implemented based on the AQI levels. So the Central Air Quality Commission yesterday came out and said that it is GRAP 4 stage. But Zaka, Delhi is the only state which has implemented GRAP 4. Noida, Gurugram, they have not even implemented GRAP 4.
Ma'am, Noida schools were shut. Noida schools were shut. Private companies here have gone on work from home. What are you saying?
This is blatant lying.
It is not just about schools. There is a whole host of things that need to be implemented.
Ma'am, construction for your information has stopped across NCR. It is stopped in Noida as much as it is stopped in Gurugram.
One of the conditions
all I am asking you is, what you are doing today on Friday the 4th of November, why didn't you do on the 20th of October? You should have. You should have anticipated this problem.
You are not ready to listen to any answers from me. I don't know why you called me on your program.
Because I'm only reflecting the anger of the average Delhiite, the sheer frustration of the average Delhiite.
Unless we realize and we acknowledge it is not just Delhi, we will not be able to solve this problem. Bahadurgarh today, which is in Haryana, has a higher AQI than Delhi. It is the whole of North India.
That's cold comfort. That is cold comfort. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me ask Dr. Vyas. One second.
One last point.
Okay. 10 seconds. Yes.
As far as Parali is concerned, we gave a very good proposal to the central government that the farmers need to be incentivized. We said that the Delhi government will contribute, the Punjab government will contribute, and we requested some assistance from the central government. They absolutely refused to give us that assistance.
Okay, one second. Dr. Vyas has been waiting patiently.
Was sent well in advance.
Okay, Dr. Vyas, what would be your advice as a cardiac science expert? What would be your advice to Delhiites? And you've also lived in this city all your life. I mean, what should we do? Should we just leave this city at the onset of winter?
Actually, the problem with during this winter season is that decongestion is required because this is mostly populated city now. It has become since last many years. Many people for jobs and all, they are coming inside the Delhi, and because of that also the vehicular pollution has increased many folds. Many vehicles has come on the road. So central government as well as the state government has to work together in bringing certain consensus on certain points. Number one, like what Parali has given us bad time during last couple of weeks time or a week's time, that needs to be sorted out between the central government as well as the state governments. As somebody has rightly said, that it is not only the problem of Delhi, but it is all across the NCR region. You can see AQI indexes in Delhi is more than 450, but it is more than 500 in Gurgaon. So that means it is a major problem in the nearby city or NCR region. For that, what is required is a consensus to be made between central government and the state governments. And we have to see each and every part which is bringing the pollution to Delhi as well as to different part of the cities.
All right.
You forget about NCR region, you go to any city all across India, you will find there is a mixture of polluting, you can say, vehicles which is coming on the road, and because of that all the cities are getting polluted day by day. My only concern as an expert is that, you know, in WHO has also mentioned in his letter that every year we are losing about 7 million people all across the globe because of premature deaths. Premature deaths is happening all because of this air pollution as well as the water pollution.
So let me come
back. Wanted to, which is the birthright of each and every individual.
Absolutely, every
get
citizen
clean air as well clean
deserves
water.
to get clean air and water. Shehzad Poonawalla and then Reena.
Zaka, I opened my statement by first telling you what the centre did, not run away from responsibility or blame any state. Let me also tell you that the states which have to do their job, Haryana wasn't given money for farmers. Haryana pays on its own 1,000 rupees per acre. If they think that money is a solution for the Punjab problem, then how much money did they pay? Because the centre gave 1,300 crores to them. They gave them money for crop residue management, 500 crores is still pending with them. Apart from that, let me give you another figure, which the centre has nothing to do with. The environment says that Delhi government collects 1,200 crores, only 300 crores have been spent in the last 6 years. They have 800 crores, give 20,000 to 4 lakh marginal farmers of Punjab and solve the problem if money throwing is the issue. Where is the biodecomposer, which you were saying till last year was the solution? Also apart from that, DPCC, the nodal body, which Delhi government appoints people to, has 50% vacancy. Is the centre to blame for that? Now the centre, what has it done? The centre to help Delhi, just to help Delhi. Now please, let's not have this
I will give you time.
Enough. This is not an ad slot.
I will give you time. Just give me 30 seconds. Shehzad,
now,
finish.
Delhi, for the central government to reduce vehicular pollution, made the Delhi Meerut Expressway, made the flyover at Dhaula Kuwa. We've given them Eastern-Western Peripheral Expressway. We've shifted to CNG. We've gone for GRAP, and we've implemented all of this from the central government, which is its job. Now she said that road dust cleaning through the mechanized machines is not my job. Here is the manifesto of the Aam Aadmi Party, point number 49, and I read. We will acquire mechanized vacuum cleaning vehicles to clean the city. Point number 49. If this was the MCD's job, why were they promising it in their 2015 manifesto?
Okay,
so please, just 5 seconds more. 5 seconds more. I am asking her how many DTC buses you
No, you asked
purchased.
these questions.
Metro has been given by Centre. What did you do?
You
Please
asked
tell
these
us.
questions.
Vacuum cleaners kitne liye? Bata do.
No, I have a very simple question. It's a very pointed question.
Can I
Haryana, no, one second.
question?
I'm asking you a question. Please respond to the question I'm asking you. Haryana this year has reduced stubble burning by 30%. If Haryana can do it, please give me one good reason why Punjab cannot do it.
Stubble burning in Punjab has gone down, Zaka. It is how you measure stubble burning. If you look at the number of farm fires, which is a wrong way of measuring stubble burning, the central government is again cherry picking data and targeting Aam Aadmi Party. But let me respond to what Shahzad Poonawala was saying. I love it, when Shahzad Poonawala keeps doing these self goals. Yes, there is vacancy in DPCC because the dear Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, who is being appointed by Bharatiya Janata Party, is responsible for services in Delhi. There is no chairperson of DPCC. Delhi, the most polluted city, and you don't have a chairperson of DPCC because the Lieutenant Governor has not appointed a chairperson
then
of
write to the
DPCC.
LG that this is an issue you have not cleared? No, show me the last letter written by Kejriwal. No, she has to stop lying now. Let me see the last letter written by Kejriwal on this issue.
Let her finish. Yeah.
The Lieutenant Governor lives in Delhi. The Lieutenant Governor knows that there is no chairperson of Delhi. Why is the Lieutenant Governor non-concerned? Because the Lieutenant Governor is just interested in petty politics.
No,
Like
but
the
ma'am,
Bharatiya Janata Party,
please
that is only
answer
petty
the question I'm asking you. As per your own government's data, just in the last 1 week, there have been 12,000 farm fires in Punjab. In Haryana, there were 1,800 farm fires. Please tell me, how is Haryana managed to bring it down and Punjab not?
So, Zaka, there are two ways of looking at farm fires. You can count the dots, the number of farm fires, or you can look at the area which is under burn. If you look at the area under burn, in Punjab, it's 35% less this year. But the central government is always interested in cherry picking data and targeting the opposition states. I want to ask Shahzad Poonawala, under GRAP 4, no diesel gensets are allowed. There are societies and societies in Gurgaon that are not even connected to the grid. We are only running on diesel gensets. Why is that being allowed?
I got to wrap up. I'm sorry. The mood amongst average Delhiites is we are sick and tired. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I generally don't lose my cool, but I'm reflecting the anger and the frustration of average Delhiites. One second, just pull down the fader, please. I'm wrapping up the debate. Today, Delhiites are angry. They are frustrated, and I'm sorry to say this. Aam Aadmi Party has not done a thing about it. BJP has not done a thing about it. And sadly, this is going to continue next year and the year after that and the year after that. Because you know why? Because our politicians are interested in only blaming each other and passing the buck. Baki sab Bhagwan Bharose. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, it's the big C fight. It's the big fight over corruption in the state of Karnataka. It's your corruption versus mine. To try and mitigate the 40% Commission Sarkar tag on his government. Now, the Bommai government is going one step ahead and saying, how can the Congress put an entry barrier asking for 2 lakh rupees to every ticket aspirant? That debate coming up right on the other side.